Excellent, thank you.
Good morning, my friends, as we welcome you to Kinney Natatorium at 8:59 a.m. local time here in Lewisburg, as we are about to begin day number 2 of the 2025 Bison Invitational, as the Bison get the honors of starting off with the first contest here this morning in a Keystone State matchup against the St. Francis Red Flash. Hi, my friends, we are pleased to be with you on the Bucknell Bison Athletics YouTube channel. I'm Colton the Bias. Both of these squads undefeated in the Bison Invitational. St. Francis, 2 victories yesterday against Mercyhurst, who the Bison are going to be seeing a little later on today, and Mount St. Mary's, as we are underway here right on time, 9 a.m. local time here in Lewisburg, as the Bison look to close off the 2025 Bison Invitational undefeated with victories yesterday over LaSalle and Siena. And it's going to be the visitors, the Red Flash, starting off with the first possession of the contest. This Keystone State matchup. St. Francis looking for the first goal. They will not get it. A big stop there by Tamara Torkos, denying the chance in the center. Torkos, sophomore keeper for John McBride's squad out of Hungary. Let's see what the Bison can do on their first offensive possession. Into the middle, get a whistle. That was Bella Schraw, the junior out of Connecticut, controlling. And the Bison get another chance on the power play as well. 2 ladies in the corner for the Red Flash. Motel slides it over. Allmeyer has to get it up, the junior from California. At the Motel, the Olympian fires off the post. Buddy Motel trying to bake it home, and it is still a 0-0 game in the first minute of this contest. A matchup that goes back to 2017 when St. Francis started their ladies water polo program. Jay O'Neill, the Bucknell graduate, on the opposing bench here this morning. Kayla Rhodes slides it, and they score. St. Francis strikes first. It's Olshan, the freshman out of Utah. Get a replay of it here. What a shot from the 6-meter line. And the ladies in red strike first here this morning. Olsen already a strong freshman campaign, 11 goals coming into the invite. Let's see what the Bison can do as Collins control on the far corner. It's a pass over the Motown. Slides, and they score as the Bison get it right back. Lahua Bender, the Honolulu native, makes it 1-1. Bender, the sophomore. Had 4 goals coming into this invite. Now Olsen slides. Radali, the Italian, hands it off in the corner to her fellow Italian, Sofia Maioriello. Maioriello out of Naples. Gives it back Radali. Across, looking for the shot, and that goes high with the attempted shot by the senior Kayla Rose out of Oceanside, California, as the nursing major cannot fire at home, and we are still tied at 1 as Bucknell looks for their first lead of the match. One of 2 matches today for the Bison. They'll be taking on Mercyhurst later on in the day at noon, and St. Francis, they'll be taking on Siena at 1:30. Very happy you are spending your Super Bowl Sunday with us here in Lewisburg. Both squads are going to have to wait to get the green light going because a double exclusion called by both squads.
hula bender. Swimming over to the other side, and the exclusion on the other side goes to the junior, Kayla Olay. Bucknell leads the overall series 13-7, including starting off a tear against the Red Flash, winning all of their contests from 2017 to 2022, at least at the halfway point of 2022. Took the Red Flash 5 years to defeat the Bison. Motown. Look at the shoot, possibly. She does it. She scores. Bloody Motown banks it home, and the Bison take the lead. Bloody Motown, the South African Olympian, who also did a phenomenal job for us during the Men's Bison Invitational. Right alongside me here, as my analyst, did a phenomenal job, and the Bison get a turnover. That went into the control of Collins. She sends it back to Torcos. Campa Collins, a sophomore out of Baltimore. Hands it up on the far side. Motow. Collins. Motow again. Lets it go off the post. Motow looking for her second goal of the game, and that goes into the hands of Radali. Push it over to Olay. Goes for it's Maya Riello's direction. Radali to Rhodes. Rhodes in the middle, doesn't let it go. Now Radali. Radali, she lets it go, and she gets it in on the side. And it is a tie ball game. Radali, the freshman out of Italy, the political science major. From the looks of the scoreboard with 4:16 remaining, they say it's a 2-1 contest. Seeing what we thought was a goal for Bloody Motow that gave the Bison the lead. Motow looking to claw it back there. Kayla Rhodes. Maya Riello. Megan Marlin. Sophomore out of Texas. Marlin still gains control. They have 15 seconds to shoot. And the heavy traffic, let it go off the post. Kayla Rhodes trying to make it home. It's another big stop by Torcos. So it seems now that that goal did not count. Motow gets it back, as now the Bison are looking to tie. Straw in the middle. And that goes a little high with the attempted shot by Hayden Headstorm, the freshman. Marlin. Ariello. And the shoot, Marlin. Finds Olsen trying to skip it in, and that's an easy stop for Torcos. 2:50 remaining in this opening quarter. Close out the final day of the Bison Invite, one of 6 games here in Lewisburg. Collins, 6-meter line, and the heavy traffic, taking a dip, letting it go, and they score. It's Kallmeyer, and we're tied at 2. And Kallmeyer, the junior, Mill Valley, California, had 50 goals in her career here in Lewisburg coming into this game, or coming into this invite, and it's 2-2. Subs coming in for Jay O'Neill. Jay O'Neill also unofficial was one of our officials for the Bison invite that we had on the men's side in September. As the former Bison coming back to Lewisburg once again. He's been the head coach of this program since September 2017. Played 4 seasons with the Bison. Bucknell graduate, class of 1997. And a turnover. Lucy Willis had control for St. Francis. And a nice claw getting that away. As the Bison take it back. That was Ashley Hooper. Trying to feed her twin sister. One of the upcoming stars of the CWPA. And Ashley Hooper trying to take the shot. She can't cash in. Ashley, it was 7 goals coming into this invite. And Olivia, 22 goals so far in her first few games as a member of the Bison. As the Hooper sisters, both twins, Greenwich, Connecticut. And here's Olivia Hooper. Slings it across to her sister. Ashley and the heavy traffic trying to skip it in the Stout. And Bucknell cannot take the lead. The pressure there by Maya Riella. A low-scoring affair before we move along to the second quarter here in Lewisburg. Ardali in the middle, and that's picked off. Ashley Hooper had the pressure in the middle of that 2-meter line. Dworkos, sophomore keeper at 100, leads it ahead. Ashley Hooper, 2-meter line, looking for an answer in traffic, pulls it to Motow. Motow lets it go, blocked on the way. Brees Olshin, the freshman, denying the chance for Bloody Motow. 20 seconds to shoot for the Red Flash as they look to retake the lead. Dally gets pushed to the corner. Bison have to let off the gas a little bit, and Olshin has to give the ball back to the Bison with 30 seconds remaining. Stout, heavy pressure. Bison get the green light to advance with 21 seconds until we head to the second quarter. Motow trying to find Lipolis. And the whistles blow. Exclusion for St. Francis. Bison on the power play. 7 seconds. We head to the second. They fire off the post. Shot taken by Olivia Hooper. And a big stop for Isabel Lumley, who fires it the other way. And we head to the second, tied at 2 here in Lewisburg. Again, I want to thank you all for joining us here on this early AM. Unfortunately, we had a bad snowstorm that hit over in Lewisburg last night. But luckily for us, we were nice and warm here inside the Kinney Natatorium in Lewisburg. Since we got some time to get you caught up on all of the other scores, including the 6 games that we had here inside the Kinney Natatorium yesterday, as the Bison started off yesterday as well for day 1 of the Bison invite, getting a 15-9 win against LaSalle. Then St. Francis getting that victory against Mercyhurst, 13-7. The Bison are going to be seeing Mercyhurst a little later on today at noon. And then Mount St. Mary's getting a 16-10 win over Siena in our 1:30 contest. And then LaSalle getting a victory over Mercyhurst, defeating the Lakers 14-10. And then our 4:30 matchup was Mount St. Mary's and St. Francis. St. Francis winning that contest 18-12. And then the Bison defeating Siena 19-7 to close out day number 1 of the Bison invite. Now let's give you a look at all of the other games after the conclusion of this contest here this morning. It's going to be Mount St. Mary's and LaSalle up next. LaSalle just arriving, just trying to get some coffee in and trying to get the juices flowing for their matchup against Mount St. Mary's. That will be in an hour and 15 minutes with LaSalle taking on the Mountaineers. And then the Bison, their final contest, will be against the Mercyhurst Lakers, the newest member of the NCAA Division I rankings. We will get you caught up on all of that during that contest at noon. And then Siena will be taking on St. Francis at 1:30. So that is the other matchup St. Francis has before they head back to Loretto. And then Mercyhurst will take on Mount St. Mary's at 3 o'clock. And our final contest for the 2025 Bison Invite will be LaSalle taking on Siena. Two goals for St. Francis going to Breeze Olson, the freshman out of South Jordan, Utah. Business analytics major. And then the other goal going to the freshman out of Wangala, Italy, Lucia Radali. So we have a low-scoring affair to begin the second day of the 2025 Bison Invite. The Bison hopeful to cherish all of these home matchups because the Bison, after today, they just have 2 more matchups here inside Kitty Natatorium, and they are not until April, so Bison are going to be hitting the road for the next 2 months before they have their final contest of the regular season and 2 CWPA matchups, I should say, including Princeton. Or actually, my apologies, one of those games taken off the schedule. So it seems that the final matchup for the Bison is going to be against the Princeton Tigers on April 12th. And the Red Flash win in the opening draw to begin the second. Sarah Hartwell. Georgia Ellison, the sophomore out of Australia. Ellison wants to let it go. Misled pass, trying to find Marlin. It's going to take some time off the clock. They have 10 seconds to shoot. And down to 7. Into heavy traffic, and they send it to the Bison at the straw. They sling it up ahead. It's Hooper. Hooper trying to get past the wave. Hooper still with control. And we get a whistle, and Olivia Hooper get it in by the Bison. Chance to reset. Hooper. Far side. Collins. Collins sprints, and it's a block for the Red Flash. Allmeyer looking to keep it back. And possession stays with the Bison with the whistle against St. Francis. Foul called against the Red Flash there. Almost had the pick. Ariello tried the control. Plant. Fankler. Fankler, tough angle. Hartwell's on her, and Fankler trying to fire it away with no time left on the shot clock. St. Francis gets it back. Georgia Ellison, sophomore. Trying to get the one-timer, and the shot goes wide with a whistle. Ariello look for the one-timer there, and Collins the other way. Collins, open, one-on-one with Lumley. Collins, she scores! Campbell Collins, and the ball gets stuck in the net, and the Bison take the lead. Collins one-on-one, getting it past Lumley, the senior goalkeeper out of Australia. So let's see what the ladies in red can do with the response. Red their official colors, wearing those white caps here this morning. Bison in their home blue caps. And an immediate shot, and St. Francis ties it. Sam Eshelman makes it home. Eshelman, her first goal. The sophomore nearby, out of Reading. Quick sub. As Mattel enters back in. One of the Hooper twins. Ashley Hooper goes out. Mattel. Collins. Collins, the last goal for the Bison. Collins, tough angle, looking for the one-timer, and trying to feed it to Kohlmeyer. The red flash defense holds. That was pressure by Eshelman. Ordinary call against the Bison. That goes against Lipolis. Hartwell, another ordinary foul. That goes against Plant, the junior out of California. Ellison loves it over, Rhodes. Back to Ellison. Georgia Ellison to Rhodes, 10 to shoot. Rhodes lets it go, and she scores. St. Francis retakes the lead. Kayla Rose, the senior out of Oceanside, California. Rhodes shooting that in the middle point between the 6 and the 5 meter line, and Kayla Rhodes, the nursing major. 60 goals coming into this invite. Otal. The Olympian. Collins. The Bison look the time. Ordinary call against Rhodes. Otal with some space at the 6 meter line. Trying to find Kohlmeyer in traffic. And Kohlmeyer cannot pick up the loose ball. Pressure by Eshelman for the red flash. And Lumley gains control as St. Francis gets it back ahead by 1 with 4:55 remaining until we head to the second half. Hartwell. Sent it over 5 meter line. Back to the point. Ellison. Rhodes. Campbell's on her. And Campbell Collins with good pressure. Getting it back for the Bison. And Bucknell with a chance to tie. Tower gets past the half-meter line. Looking for that chance. Getting towards the 2 meter line, wants that pass in the middle. Trying to feed it to Lipolis possibly. Sends it back. Collins off the post! Campbell Collins trying to tie the game with a goal already in this match. And a huge stop by Lumley. With an assist from the post. Here's Hartwell. Ellison. 7 seconds to shoot. Rhodes. Sends it over. Hartwell. They got 2 to shoot and a big stop. Tamara Torkos keeps it a 1-goal game. 221 saves a year ago. And she comes up big there and gives another chance for Bucknell to tie. Mattel in the traffic, whistle. An ordinary foul on the offensive end called against the Bison. Seems that might have been towards the direction of Hayden Headstorm. Marlin. Ordinary foul. That goes against Olivia Hooper. One-timer, St. Francis ahead by 2. Easy stuff for the freshman, Sophia Maioriello. St. Francis has scored 3 in a row after the Bison took a 3-2 lead. Jay O'Neill and John McBride made changes. Bucknell facing their biggest deficit so far of the match. Collins. Heavy pressure with some chopping. Responsible for Gargis. Vargas has to go to the corner. Bison on the power play. Looking to take advantage here. In the traffic, trying to find Straw. And that's pressure by Rhodes to get it back to St. Francis. Bison cannot take advantage on the power play. Dally almost had the one-timing chance, and that is gobbled up by Torkos. And Torkos almost turned it over, and St. Francis gets it back. Bison swimming back on defense, and St. Francis skipping it in, and Motel makes the save because Torkos called for the exclusion, and Motel comes up big for the Bison. Torkos getting called for the exclusion. She had to go to the corner, and Bloody Motel having to call the audible of being the keeper, and the South African Olympian making the save. Stout. Finkler. Stout. Collins. Fires, it's blocked! Gargis gets a hand on it. And the sophomore making sure that did not sail the Lumley. Gargis, she scores! Lobbing it in past Torkos. 4 goals in a row for the ladies in red. And St. Francis leads by 3. And Gargis, who is responsible for that block, gets her first goal of the match. Vargas with the advantage on defense and scoring in the attacking end. Under a minute remaining until we head to the third. Bison look to get a goal here. Moto, it's blocked again! Olsen getting a piece of it. And St. Francis gets it back on a 4-goal run. Hartwell. Ordinary foul called against Finkler. Galley, back to Hartwell. Loose ball. Stout trying to get it back for Bucknell. Shot clock, game clock simultaneous. As the Bison look for the final goal of the second. Stout. Everyone's still moving, back in transition. Stout leads up with it. Finkler, she scores! Sydney Finkler, the senior, ends the 4-0 run. And a much-needed goal for the Bison. Sydney Finkler with her first goal of this match. St. Francis not done yet, they have 8 seconds. Can the red flash get to 7 until we head to the third? Lumley to the shoot. And a Hail Mary is going to go on top of the net with it taken by Olsen. And there is 0.6 on the clock. And the buzzer officially sounds. St. Francis takes a 2-goal lead into the third. Red flash, a 4-goal run in the second quarter after the Bison took the lead. That did not last long. As we head into the third quarter here in Lewisburg, as the Red Flash lead the Bison 6-4, as both of these squads look to remain undefeated in the 2025 Bison Invite. We will take a couple of seconds, and then we will be back with the beginning of the third quarter here in Lewisburg with St. Francis ahead 6-4 over Bucknell. We're back on the Bucknell Bison YouTube channel with St. Francis ahead 6-4 over the Bison here as St. Francis looks to maintain this lead. And Ham Bucknell, their first loss of this invite. Mount St. Mary's and LaSalle coming up next. Some of the LaSalle ladies nervous, I think, about this game. And also another game that I think you might know that is happening tonight with LaSalle coming from the city of brotherly love. So I think you know who they are rooting for with a lot of LaSalle ladies having some green before they begin their warm-ups with a few Eagles jerseys for LaSalle entering in here this morning. And who's going to win the opening sprint? It goes to the Red Flash. Red Flash working right to left and the Bison left to right. So the Red Flash winning that opening sprint. And trying for the first goal here, and that shot goes wide. Trying the feed, Eshelman. And Eshelman can't bury it home. The Bison gaining some momentum since they got that last goal of the second. Collins to the corner. And a whistle. Allmeyer. Collins lets it go off the post. Campbell Collins trying to find her second goal of this match. And that's another stop by Lumley, but the post has been Isabel Lumley's best friend here this morning. Rhodes trying to skip it in to Eshelman, and Eshelman scores! Sam Eshelman, the sophomore, gets the first goal of the third. And Eshelman has her second. Collins to the corner. Matau. Collins trying to skip it in. And some contact in the middle as Ellison and John McBride using a timeout with 6:34 remaining in the third quarter. St. Francis starting off with that goal to begin the third. And the second goal for Sam Eshelman, the sophomore out of Reading, Pennsylvania, a criminal justice major. He was a two-time CWPA Rookie of the Week in the 2024 season. 49 goals in her freshman campaign, and then 14 goals entering into this invite. As the Bison and St. Francis meeting up once again this school year, knowing how both of these squads are relatively close to each other, just a 2-hour drive to get to Lewisburg from Loretto. St. Francis members full-time of the Northeast Conference, where they have been since 1981. Obviously, with the NEC not having water polo, St. Francis and Bucknell presiding in the CWPA. St. Francis getting the best of the Bison in men's soccer. I remember back in September, St. Francis blanking the Bison 3-0. Back in September. Motel down low. Collins. Bison on the power play. Motel. Kallmeyer. Collins. Kallmeyer trying to skip it in off the post again. If my memory serves me right, offensive rebound for the Bison, but I believe that is the third or fourth time this match that a shot for the Bison has rattled off the post. Mattel to Collins. Collins, tough angle. Back to Mattel. Mattel fires, and a save by Lumley with some assistance for Rhodes. From the initial look, it seemed that Lumley might have got a piece of that, but Kayla Rose with the big block. The Bison taking time off the clock, too. St. Francis. They look to hold. Trying to skip it in. That rattles off the post with a shot taken by Marlin. And this is also a rematch from the 5th place game in the CWPA postseason a year ago. As these two division rivals go at it. Collins having a wide open net. And we get a whistle. With Eshelman controlling the ball. And an ovation from the Bison faithful as Olivia Hooper shoots the penalty shot. Looking to make it a 7-5 game. The star freshman for the Bison. And she scores. Olivia Hooper, that's her first goal of the contest and her 23rd in her freshman campaign. And the Bison get within 2. St. Francis in the CWPA playoffs last year. They were the 3rd seed. Actually, the 6th seed make that heading into the postseason, and they could not get the best in the first round, losing to Harvard in the first round, 12-9. And the Bison losing to Brown in the first round, and that one is going to go wide with a shot taken by Marlin. St. Francis gets the break of keeping possession. So the Bison and St. Francis will go on to play in the 5th place game, and St. Francis defeating Bucknell 12-6 in the 5th place game in the CWPA playoffs last year. The Bison get it back. Bison won the first 12 meetings against the Red Flash when St. Francis began their women's water polo program in 2017. There's Ashley Hooper. Lets it go, and it goes wide. It hit the net, but not the part of the net where Ashley Hooper wanted it to go. Bison with a chance to get within 1. Marlin past the 2-meter line. Ellison lobs it far side, and they let it go, and that shot goes wide, taken by Maya Riello. As the political science major can't nail it home. Torco sends it to Collins. Campbell Collins, sophomore out of Baltimore, pulls it back. Hooper to Collins. Collins, tough angle, back to Hooper. Slides it across. They shoot, and a save made by Lumley, denying the chance for Reese Butler. And it seems Jay O'Neill is going to use a timeout. What a big stop, and Bison. Actually, that was a little hard to see from our vantage point with the cap with the 12 and the 22. That actually went to Cindy Finkler. So the senior, 2 goals coming into this invite, 18 in her career entering in to the invite, and she can't nail it home. Isabel Lumley, the senior keeper out of Australia. 208 saves in her freshman season. Also had 4 steals in her sophomore season in 23, 202 saves. She also credited with 11 assists. And then a season ago, she had 239 saves and 12 assists, along with 14 steals. And she also had 2 goals last year and 12 shots as well. And she does have a goal already this season as well. St. Francis, they began their season a few weeks ago at the Princeton Invite in New Jersey, losing to LIU in their first contest of the season, but they rebounded with 2 wins against Siena and LaSalle, 2 teams that are here. And one of those teams is going to be coming up next year as LaSalle, taking on Mount St. Mary's. And St. Francis went down to Lexington, Virginia for the VMI, and by losing in their first contest to Mount St. Mary's in overtime. Then they defeated Austin, Gannon, and then a contest against Toronto. St. Francis going 3-1 in the VMI invite, and then the 2 victories they got yesterday against Mercyhurst, and then getting their revenge on Mount St. Mary's yesterday, defeating the Mountaineers 18-12. As we return back to play, St. Francis looking to plus up the lead again. Gargis lets it go, and a stop made, a big one for Torkos. Now Collins racing back the other way, with a few moments away until we head to the 4th. Matau. Stout. Matau. Collins again. To the shoot. Collins running out of time. She has to let it go, and another stop by Lumley. Bison taking time off the clock. But the Bison get a break as they keep possession. Matau. Collins. Collins. Matau. Matau looking for her first goal of the match. Collins. Back to Matau. 10 to shoot. Matau blocked! Terrific stuff by Kayla Olay. But the Bison get it back. They shoot off the post again! My goodness! Campbell Collins trying to bake it home. And the post making the save. Olsen. Deli into the middle, and a save made by Torkos, denying the chance in front. It went to Willis. Only 2 goals scored in this quarter. There's Collins. Whistle. Finkler had possession. And the Bison, their lone goal has been from a penalty shot. And the Bison are going to get another one with a chance to get within 1 as Matau, the Olympian, is going to take the shot. Blocked! Lumley comes up with a stop. Isabel Lumley, passing 700 career saves. That was something she did yesterday. And she comes up big again with another stop. And Boadi Matau. Matau with a possible chance and a whistle as Campbell look for possession. Bison back on the power play. Campbell. Matau. In the middle, shot, another save by Lumley, and does it roll in? Oh my goodness, that is extremely close. Gargis kept it out, but the rebound, they score! The Bison get within 1 on the rebound. Madness here in Lewisburg. And it seemed it went to Lipolis in front. That's who we'll give the goal to. Lipolis, a senior out of New York. Finding the rebound and banging it home. And it's a 7-6 contest with 11:10 remaining until we head to the 4th. 2 teams That were picked to finish 5th and 6th in the preseason pool, and that shot goes wide, attempted by Gargis. Bison picked to finish 5th in the pool in the preseason. St. Francis with that last team that was receiving votes. Ahead of them, Harvard, Brown, Michigan, and Princeton. And a shot, and it goes wide. Bison looking for the tie. Olivia Hooper took it. Breakaway possible the other way. Here come the red flash. Mauriello. Mattel gets back, and Mattel is going to give up the foul there. And Mauriello. And St. Francis is going to have a penalty shot of their own. It'll be taken by Olsen, who got the first goal of the match. St. Francis with a chance to go ahead by 2 again. And Torkos cannot make the save. And Olsen with her second goal of this match. And it's 8-6 St. Francis. .32 seconds. And it's off to the 4th. Collins. Ordinary foul. Mattel. Collins. Tough angle. Back to Mattel. Far side. They shoot. A save by Lumley. What another big stop for the Australian. But the Bison get it back. That shot went to Hedstrom. And the Bison regain control with 11.2 until we head to the 4th. Hallmeyer. Mattel for the shoot. Collins. Let's it go. Another stop by Lumley.
Isabel Lumley has been an absolute monster in this match.
Lumley dancing in the crease and stopping all but 6 shots that have went her way. And we head to the 4th with St. Francis ahead by 2. My goodness. Isabel Lumley. The main reason why St. Francis is ahead by 2. A lot of expectations, obviously, for both of these clubs. Just went over the Bison. They were picked to finish 5th in the CWPA preseason pool. St. Francis was that last team receiving votes. Ahead of them were Harvard, Brown, Michigan, and Princeton. Princeton heading into this season looking to defend their title after Princeton fell to Hawaii in the quarterfinals of the national tournament a year ago. Since we have some time now, let's take a look at the standings since we have a moment, as USC in that number 1 spot right now. Stanford, UCLA, Cal, and Hawaii round out the top 5. Princeton holding on to that 8th spot right now. So the CWPA represented really well in the national polls, with Princeton holding on to that 8th spot. Michigan's in there too, 16th at the moment. Harvard is 10th. Brown, 21st. LIU, 25th, even though they're in the... Now going down, Marist receiving votes as well. Villanova, Biola. WWPA represented in the poll this week. No pun intended there with the national polls in the top 25. And these two squads are going to be seeing each other again next month in Ann Arbor. So this will not be the last time these two teams will see each other, as they will head up to Ann Arbor for the Michigan Invite in mid-March, with the Bison and the Red Flash meeting again in Ann Arbor on Sunday, March 23rd. St. Francis looking to hold on and get their 8th win all time against Bucknell. Bucknell winning the first 12 meetings, and then St. Francis went on a run of their own, winning 6 in a row. St. Francis going 2 for 1 with these two teams met a year ago. Talked about earlier, the last time these two teams met was in the 5th place game in the CWPA Championships last April. So the opening sprint is going to be vital here. Can the Bison get it back towards Collins' direction on the opening sprint, and Collins wins it for the Bison. Mattel controls. Mattel still looking for her first goal. Collins. Back to Mattel. Mattel to Collins. Mattel again. Lets it go, and a piece of Lumley. Bison regained possession, but Isabel Lumley comes up with another stop as the ball went behind her net. Olivia Hooper, back to Mattel. Collins. Mattel again. Fires, they score! It's Bender! Bison within 1. Bender's 2nd goal of the match. Alley to Rhodes. St. Francis gaining control again, down by 1. And a whistle. Bison get it back. I believe that went towards Olay, as she was being Mattel's guard. And here's Collins the other way. Collins. Let's it go, she scores! Campbell Collins ties the match! Collins one-on-one with Lumley. Collins squeezes it through, and we're tied at 8. 2 goals for the Bison to start the quarter. What a match against these two Keystone State rivals. Ellison to Olay. St. Francis, what can they do giving up those 2 goals? And a stop! Turco's denying the chance. That was Rhodes who had it in front. Bison, Olivia Hooper. Hooper whistle, foul called against Ellison. Collins. Mattel. Slides. Hooper. Mattel, 7 to shoot. Collins. Lets it go, blocked. Olay with the piece. But the Bison get it back. Mattel under 6 minutes remaining. We're tied at 8. Collins. Mattel. Collins. Mattel. 7 to shoot. Mattel lets it go. A stop by Lumley. Into the hands of Olay. Mattel trying to give the lead back for the Bison, and they can't cash in. Bison have not led since the early moments of the 2nd quarter. Marlin at the 6-meter line. Thought about letting it go. She's going to try 2 here, and it's stopped by Torkos. Tamara Torkos coming up big to start the quarter for the Bison. Bison. Bison get it back with a roar on the bench. Here's Collins. Bucknell with the chance to tie. No, what am I saying? They want the lead. It's a tie game for now. Hooper, 5 to shoot. Hooper lets it go, and it's a stop by Lumley. Isabel Lumley keeps it tied. And we get a whistle. A timeout is called by Jay O'Neill. Bison already seeing overtime this year. And it was in that LaSalle contest at the Princeton Invite in New Jersey a few weeks ago. Bison only one loss coming into this match. And that was in that opening contest to begin the season against Wagner at Princeton. With the Bison, a 7-game winning streak on the line. Wins against Siena and LaSalle in Princeton. Bison going undefeated at the VMI Invite, defeating Mount St. Mary's, Toronto, Gannon, and McKendree. And then the Bison, their 2 victories yesterday against LaSalle and Siena. John McBride became the all-time winningest water polo coach in Bucknell history in an overtime win, and a thrilling overtime win in November at Mount St. Mary's. A little bit of the same situation that the Bison were in to start this quarter. Bison, they were down 2 goals with under 2 minutes remaining in the 4th, and they tied it. Sean Tonacliffe nailing the game winner in sudden death overtime. Will we see overtime again? Only time will tell. St. Francis 7-2 entering into this game with one of those losses in overtime at the VMI Invite against Mount St. Mary's, and that turned out to be the last loss for the Red Flash. And that shot is going to skip high on the net, taken by Olay. Matau. And the Bison take the lead. Kallmeyer. The Collins. Skipping it into the middle. Whistle. Trying to find Lipolis. And the Bison on the power play with 3:38 remaining in regulation. And John McBride taking a timeout. My goodness. Another classic battle between these 2 clubs and these 2 schools that know each other so well. St. Francis and Bucknell, so used to playing each other in those non-conference matchups, knowing that they are only 2 hours away. But the one thing that is interesting about this rivalry between Bucknell and St. Francis, these 2 clubs have never matched up in football. St. Francis, like Bucknell, long time members of the FCS ranks, and never had a Patriot League NEC matchup between these 2 clubs. They have played in a lot of other sports, obviously. They did not match up in men's basketball this year. Now the Bison suffering that heartbreaking loss against Army in overtime yesterday. These 2 squads not matching up in women's basketball this year either. But they have another classic battle here in Lewisburg. Off the timeout, Bison on the power play. Collins. Matau. In the middle. Kallmeyer. Mattel quick to Collins. Collins, tough angle. At the Kohlmeyer fires and a save by Lumley. Denying the chance for Gwen Kohlmeyer that would have gave the Bison the lead. Hartwell, whistle. Ordinary foul against the Bison. Olsen. Olay. Olsen. They fire, they skip it, and they can't get it through. John McBride already telling some of his ladies to get back. And a Torco's pass up ahead. Looking for Hooper. That's Olivia. Matau. Back to Collins. Into the middle. And Lumley gets a piece of it as they were trying to feed it to Lipolis in the middle. We are still tied at 8. Mayorelli yellow. Pulls it to Hartwell. At the Mayorelli. Hartwell again. 5-meter line, lets it go, blocked on the way. Kohlmeyer got a piece of it. St. Francis has been left scoreless in this quarter. And the Bison have it back with under 1:50 remaining in regulation. Collins swims to the corner. Kohlmeyer. Collins fires off the post again! Deja vu over and over again. The post has been kryptonite for the Bison in this match. And St. Francis back the other way, controlled by Hartwell. 1:15 remaining. Olay. Olsen. Way too high. Matau. 51 seconds. Collins slides, fires, they score! Olivia Hooper gives the lead to the Bison. The freshman, her second goal. And the Bison have their first lead since the second. 3 straight goals for the ladies in blue in this quarter. Frustrations for the ladies in red on the other side. Jay O'Neill, the Bucknell graduate, discussing things with his ladies, and John McBride doing the same. At St. Francis, 45 seconds. Barring a miracle here, seems St. Francis, what will they do if they decide to hold the clock down, try to get that goal to force overtime? Unbelievable stuff for John McBride's squad as the Bison now in prime position for their 8th win in a row. Olivia Hooper, who's going to be a star in the CWPA for years to come. Through 8 games into her 9th, Olivia Hooper now has 24 goals in her freshman season. So can St. Francis tie things up? They have 45 seconds, down 9-8. Ariello. 16 to shoot. Lumley. She fires. She scores!
Isabel Lumley ties the match! The senior keeper from Australia does it all! That's her second goal of the season, and John McBride takes a timeout. Isabel Lumley, unbelievable!
However, the Bison get it back with 27 seconds. St. Francis, a gutsy call by Jay O'Neill. Knowing that it is a little difficult to get a goal across the other end of the pool, but you do take that risk in the event if it went to a member of the Bison. Isabel Lumley would have to swim back, and she would be swimming at the same speed as the Bison. So you take that risk, and Isabel Lumley, the senior goalkeeper out of Brisbane, Australia, with all of those monster saves and a frustrating fourth, giving up those 3 goals in a row. But Isabel Lumley with the game on her hands, and she nails it in to make it 9-9. But Isabel Lumley is going to have to come up big here. St. Francis, can they hold for these 27 seconds to force overtime? Or can the Bison nail in a game winner to win in regulation? Collins. Matau. Collins. Whistle. Exclusion for St. Francis. 8 seconds. Collins into the middle. Kohlmeyer fires. She scores! Gwen Kohlmeyer gives the lead back to Bucknell with 2 seconds remaining. Gwen Kohlmeyer, unbelievable, skipping it through Lumley. Bison nail it home on the power play. Lumley and the Bison win 8 in a row. What a comeback for the ladies in blue. They blank St. Francis in this quarter. They get 4 goals in the fourth, and the Bison win 10-9. Unbelievable stuff for John McBride's ladies. They were down 8-6 to start this quarter, and 4 straight goals for the Bison. And Gwen Kohlmeyer is the hero, nailing in that goal with 2 seconds on the clock. And the Bison will go for win number 9 this afternoon against Mercyhurst. Gwen Kohlmeyer skipping that through. Just that simple skip to nail it home. And the Bison go to 8-1 this year. And they remain undefeated in this invite. St. Francis, heartbreaking loss, and their 5-game winning streak comes to an end. And they fall to 7-3 on the season. But St. Francis with an opportunity to rebound later on this afternoon as they will take on Siena at 1:30, and the Bison will be back in action at noon against Mercyhurst. We will have all the action for you right here on the Bucknell Athletics YouTube channel. We are going to end this broadcast here, and then if you want to tune into our next broadcast coming up on the Bucknell Bison YouTube channel. We will have Mount St. Mary's and LaSalle coming up in about 15 minutes. But for now, I want to thank you all for watching this edition of Bucknell Bison Women's Water Polo. I'm Colin the Bias signing off for now. We will be back on the air at noon as the Bison will take on Mercyhurst. And if you want to tune into the Mount St. Mary's LaSalle game, just log off of this broadcast and head over to that broadcast as the Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers will take on LaSalle coming up here in about 15 minutes. And we hope to see you back here at noon as the Bison will take on the Mercyhurst Lakers. The Bison coming all the way back, getting 4 goals in the fourth. And Gwen Kallmeyer is the hero, getting the game-winning goal with 2 seconds left, and the Bison win 10-9.